I'm Jamie Dew, and this is a show of strength. Hey, it's Jamie here. It's Thursday, September 26th, 2019. I'm working on a water right now because, well, it's after 1 o'clock. It's the daily grind. I went for a 10K walk today, and it reminded me that it wasn't so long ago that I was unable to do such a thing. I wasn't sore, I wasn't hurting, but I was just unable to leave the house. And when I was unable to leave the house, I focused on some creative endeavors. And it reminded me of the CALM acronym: create, activate, learn, and meditate. Now, if you've been following along the show, you'll know that I created this acronym as a way to deal with my lower points when I am in a place that I am feeling hopeless, helpless, useless, all the less words. I choose one of those letters of the acronym. I choose to either create, be active, learn something new, or meditate. Practice meditating, I should say. And I pour my energy into that area until I see some sort of light, I suppose. Now, there are times where I don't see light, and I've poured myself into one of those. But usually, I walk away from one of those situations feeling something. Accomplishment. And when you're feeling as low as I've felt, and several of you out there have felt, that sense of accomplishment can be so powerful. It can mean so much. So I really want to reiterate the CALM acronym during 100 Days of Change. It's been a while since I have been creative, for example. Well, I stumbled across a couple projects that might interest me over the last week that I might put some time and energy into creatively, and I'm feeling pretty good about those. In the interim, I am heading out every day, as often as I can, to take a walk. And the route that I have right now is about 10 kilometers. So to knock that 10 kilometers out just feels great. I can tell you that today, at about the 5 kilometer mark, I crossed the subway station, and I thought, I'm just going to go in. 5K is good. But my feet weren't sore, my knees weren't sore, my legs weren't sore. So I was like, walk one more subway stop. And I walked one more subway stop, and before I knew it, I was home. I was tired, and I wanted to crawl into my bed, but I forced myself to stay out of bed and sit down and do some work, the creative work I was telling you about. So these are things that are interesting because it wasn't that long ago, less than a week ago, in fact, I was feeling so down and so low on myself that I didn't know if I was going to escape. I was feeling dark and in a terrible place. And now I don't feel that way. Now, I've somewhat resigned myself to the fact that those dark feelings will come back and I'll be dealing with them again at some point. But in the interim, I'm going to do my best to enjoy this feeling that I've got right now, thanks to that CALM acronym. So we've got the change jar. Let's take a look at the change jar today for 100 Days of Change. It reads $10.01. So it has grown a little bit. I put some money in just a while ago. So it's at $10.01. If you recall, the idea here being that I'm making some tweaks and changes over the course of 100 days, although I am a work in progress, and none of those changes are necessarily things that I need to stick to 100%. but I just need to try and be a little bit better tomorrow than I was today. And if I think incrementally like that, I can make some real progress. So at the same time, I am collecting my change from my pockets at the end of every day and putting it in a change jar. And at the end of 100 days, I'm going to donate whatever the funds are to CAMH. And I encourage you to do the same. We can do that in the name of 100 days of change. So this is my own initiative. This isn't a CAMH-based thing. This is something I'm doing. And I think it could be a good thing. As far as the changes go, I've only revealed the medication change. And like I say, so far so good. My doctor has basically told me that the first couple weeks are really a trial to see whether I can tolerate this drug. It's not necessarily about therapeutic benefits at this point. So we shall see as we ratchet it up. I'm on a 2-week dose right now, and then it'll go up a little bit, and we'll get to a point where it's a therapeutic dose, and hopefully we'll be in a good place. Optimism. Something I'm not that familiar with. Be well, stay safe. A Show of Strength is a movement where I encourage courage. By sharing my story and other stories that inspire me, I can show you what mental illness really sounds and looks like. Join the conversation and our community on Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook group at facebook.com/A Show of Strength. And don't forget to subscribe, share, rate, and review the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.